Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Part 2. What a good start. I enjoyed that. Informal chit chat. I like it.
Shooting the shit.
Shoot the shit. We've still got drama time to go as well. Ooh, excited.
Very much so.
We've got a donation of Rakash and Jerome, if I remember the names. Which Jerome is a sexy name, isn't it? I bet people call you Jerry. Happy New Year to you guys as well.
Do you reckon he's slick? That's one of them cigarettes on a stick.
What was the point in them?
Because he's French. Hello.
Hello. I need my cigarettes to be more in your face because I don't like the smell of smoke.
Take this donation while I burn you.
Don't do that. I read a horrible story about cigarette burns earlier. I don't recommend it.
Alright.
I don't recommend burning yourself with cigarettes. I read a gruesome story. Oh, hello, King of the Server. Welcome back. Alright, let's get into some WoW stuff before we do some drama. How many of you have quit? Tell me. It's bugging me because I can't get even my brother couldn't explain why. How many of you have quit? What? I'm curious because I know plenty of people watch us who don't even play WoW, which is cool as shit. And hopefully we'll have more content for you guys coming soon. You like other stuff and just generally want to see us do some stuff. So I'm curious. A lot of people are like, it was the, I haven't, not yet, me. Hell no, I did. Me. Here, me. Love it. This is the thing. This is why it's a curiosity. And I'm more curious now, because people quit all the time. No big deal. People either love it or hate it. And it seems to be a very fucking solid line. There are obviously going to be people in the grey who are just leaving for whatever reason. But it's a very solid line of hate it, adore it. Yeah. And we both did recently our 2014 Game of the Year that we thought was the Game of the Year. Did you read that video? Some fucking people on the internet.
It's funny.
Some fucking... Who are you people?
I was having a back and forward with someone on it who said no real gamer had put Hearthstone and Warcraft in their top 5. I thought, well, these are our personal things in the top 5. He called me something like an Xbox casual or something. And I thought, Xbox casuals. But yeah, look at you regurgitating my insults. It's like, no, I was quoting you.
What was the one that was like, someone hadn't even watched it? Oh, Assassin's Creed Unity, we got called out on it.
Oh, yeah. Why would anyone
pick Assassin's Creed Unity? What the fuck, dude? I couldn't fucking believe it. It's like, you must like sit there like that. 5 seconds in, it's like in the first minute or something, and then go, HALT!
Wow.
Whoa!
Objection!
Whoa! Bang! Assassin's Creed Unity, what the fuck, dude? You fucking crazy. And then some guy was like, I can't believe you didn't say Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Oh, I saw that as well.
Like, what video are you watching? What the fuck is going on in this world where that is the kind of... Why? The fuck? Oh my god! It's like so painful, isn't it? And then you gotta be like, you should take all the viewers, every single viewer seriously. I'm like, how can I? What? How can it be possible, really? Jesus goddamn Christ. It's reading it and not deleting the comment either. It's like, no, I'm sticking with it. I stand by my convictions that this is my opinion on this. Yeah, WoW was my number 1 of 2014.
That's the thing. Is like someone said it's a cop out. I said, well, the thing is, we spoke about it before. Like,
yeah, we weren't going to do it without it, weren't we?
But the fact of the matter is, it didn't have to be in the top 5, regardless of we play it and you make content for it. It didn't have to be in the top 5, but it was. It
was one of my top. It was my top game of 2014, easily. Because I'm in the other boat. Let's get back on topic. Vroomf! Segue back into the room. I'm in the branch of people who love it. So I did a video on it, which is like, is it casual friendly? Is it the casuals who are being hurt the most? What's going on? And it really came out over the Indian dinner because my brother said, and it was his quote, and he was trying to remember it today because I went to see my brother today, and he was like, I don't remember saying that, but I agree with it. I'm like, it was because you told me. It's because you told me. It's like, I don't remember saying it, or if I said it like that, but I get that because he said, I know it's great. I know there's stuff around me that's absolutely fantastic, and I'm not a part of it. And it feels like a lot of people, this is what I see going on, and you can probably maybe even back this up a little bit, and you guys especially, I want your input on this, is people are just like, and I call garrisons a prison, and people feel like that. It's like, I've got to stay in my garrisons to do my follower missions, which are neither here nor there. They give you fuck all occasionally. You'll get 1 a week or 2 or 3 a week if you get really high level ones. And that's it. That's all they're doing. It's just sitting in the garrison, like logging in. They're like playing paying 15 quid a month to just go in the Garrison. I'm like, I don't know what else to do in the game. Therefore, there's nothing else to do in the game. And that's it. I'm just logging into new followers. I mean,
I don't get that.
Well, that's what people are doing, though. And it seems to be... And someone put it quite well, actually, in the YouTube video. I do read the comments occasionally on stuff like that where I put questions forward. There's no structure to what you should be doing. Which is right. And that's an intentional feature of WoD. There's no structure to what you can do. There's loads of things you can do, but there's no structure there. They haven't built, like, a ladder that you need to climb up or anything like that. They just be like, yeah... Go and do it if you want to. Go and do it if you not. There's reps to be done if you want to do them. They give you followers. They give you rewards. They give you Transmog stuff. You can go and do this and that. You can go do challenge roads if you want to do it. You can go and do your bodyguard stuff, which is actually kind of cool when you do it. I've done my bodyguard to the point where it drops like huge meteors and stuff. And I've done Leo Raj, who gives you bloodlust, which is well good.
Really?
Yeah, Leo Raj goes and he heals you and stuff like that. And I've got really used to it. I thought the bodyguard thing was going to be shit because leveling your bodyguards is proper shit. It takes about an hour. If you go to the right place, it takes about an hour to do your bodyguards. But once you get used to having a bodyguard with you who does things like bloodlust and heals, and you can do your follow missions on demand if you've got Leo or if you've got Viv, she does other stuff. So I've got still. Can I give a shout out to my homie right here, Marius Sunshard. Marius, you fucking baller. Marius, my Marius started at the bottom, didn't he? You remember? He started at the bottom and he went through some shit. Did Marius? He went through some tough fucking times, did Marius? Well, when Marius hit rare, Marius, who was a scavenger, that's why we got him, he was a scavenger, yeah? And he did a scavenger. Marius procs epic mount skill. Now, I'm thinking to myself, Marius, that's nice, right? Marius, that'll do for me. So Marius got his epic mount skill, I'm like, my boy. When Marius procs epic, he procs extra training. Marius is a scavenger with an epic mount and extra training. He is the ultimate baller. And I'm just like, I fucking love you, man. No matter what mission he gets teamed up with, he makes it better. You know what I mean? Everything about it is just like, send Marius in. You know why? Because if it's gold or it's get some legendary Abu Dhabi stones or whatever it is, he'll do it faster for you. You got someone you're leveling up, send him along. He'll do it faster and get them more XP. Is it for Garrison resources? Triple that son of a bitch. You know what I mean? And I'll do it fast for you as well. I'll bring it back in an hour. How long does it say? 2 hours? I'll do it in an hour. You know what I mean? Is it a 10-hour quest? Do it in 5. He's like the best engineer in Star Trek. We need it done now. Marius will do it for you.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him any gear.
And I need this done 5 minutes ago. Hey, it was done 5 minutes ago.
It was done 2.5 minutes ago. He's a fucking hero. I love that guy so frigging much. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. Now I discovered recently as well, I was telling you about this, how much it bugged me, is I got everybody to Epic, and it still keeps giving you experience missions. And I was hoping, in my heart of hearts, that once you got everybody to Epic, they would stop giving you XP missions, and it'd just be gold. If it was going to fill them in, it'd just be gold missions. But it doesn't. So everybody's, like, most of them are 655. So I had this, like, A team of people who were conquering the universe. If you armory my rogue, I have the Mythic Imperator trinket. Marius. Marius was on that team. Marius was there for me. And I couldn't believe it. It was like Mythic Highwall treasures. I was like, whatever. And a Mythic trinket off the very last boss in the instance. So I was like, Marius. You.
Bravo.
You, Marius. There's a couple of other dudes involved, but really. They were there. So I've started cycling my followers now. So I'm reactivating all the old ones just to get them leveled up. Give crates, all them expert crates. What a fucking guy. I totally have it. It's such a good time. He is the real MVP.
You're the real MVP.
He is. He's a carry. He's a fucking carry. You can armor me. I've got it. It's so fucking good. But anyway, so there's this real fine line of people who are like can't handle the lack of structure. And
do you know why? It's because they started to go down the cut. This is my opinion. I'm not saying it's fact. Obviously, it's just purely out of the noggin of old Ghost. It's because
all the man upstairs.
I'm hoping, and this is like a prediction, whereas where I think it's going, where it's come from.
Yeah.
People have got too used to everything being spoon-fed.
A little bit. I totally agree with that. I wouldn't say spoon-fed, but being told what to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. The lack of structure. It's like you log in. If you log into Shrine of the fucking awful expansion, that one. If you log into the Shrine of the shit expansion, there's shit everywhere telling you stuff to do. And they're all like, just icons, blue icons, that are like, go and do this, go and do that, go and do that. And people log in who don't know what to do, or maybe have like I don't know what I should be doing besides raiding. So I know that I raid. That's at Wednesday at like 8 o'clock or whatever. But what do I do in the meantime? You log in. It's like, oh, look, this is all the shit you could be doing. And here's a quest to go and do it. And people like that. People love being told what to do. Most people don't want to be a raid leader. They don't want to be a guild master. They don't want to be a manager at work. People want to be part of the army, really. Like one of the you know, they do. People they prefer that. They want to go and do that. And that seems to be a real big issue. But the people who are thriving right now, I would say, are the people, and this is my opinion, are people who played during the Burning Crusade. That era of player, because it used to be like that, didn't it? Really, it used to be like this is all the shit you can do when you log in, and we did have some structure there because we had that enormous map of things that needed doing, but you could pick and choose what you wanted to do. The game never told you to go and do that, ever. It never told you to go and do that. Your guild might tell you to go and do that, and the people who played during the TBC never had that real handheld experience. It was like go and get stuff done. A lot of this stuff is soloable. Go and do it. And it was like, go and do reps or go and do whatever. And those guys seem to have come back. I think it's like a transition. People who started in like MOP and stuff and late Kata seem to be like, I don't like this. This isn't what I'm used to. This is really uncomfortable. And I don't know what to do. And it feels like the game's boring. Because a lot of people say it's boring. And I'm like, I haven't even had time to go on PvP yet. And I'm playing all the time. For real. I just never bored. There's so much to do. And then the other guys are like, I'm used to this. I know what to go and do. And figuring stuff out for myself and researching it and looking stuff up of what can do.
That's what I've been doing.
Researching and looking up.
But the thing is, I don't want someone to hold my hand and show me everything. That's my whole crux of the game. That's why I avoided the beta. That's why I don't look for what I should be doing. I don't ask people what I should be doing. If I want to do something and I'm unsure of it, then I'll look. Like followers that are just...
I've never spent so much time in WoWhead. Ever as I have in one.
But that's it. That's purely it. Followers that will just say a location. Then I'll look for it. Things like... I mean, this isn't obviously just this expansion base, but like if I'm playing a new class or a new spec, then I'll go and check something externally.
Yeah, a lot of people here are probably in the same boat as you, because they found us via research.
Exactly.
They've been the researchers. So this guy here, like, well, I started him up and I know what's happening in WoD. It's like, yeah, I bet you do, because you're the kind of guys who go out and look for answers. And one of the good things I like about WoD is I keep getting, and not so much now because I've done so much on my road, but I got random items. This dropped for me. And I'm like, it's white and it has a big name. And it's like, this does something. It's not a quest item. It's just a thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And I'm like, what is that? And that curiosity I haven't had for ages. It's like, what is this thing that I have? It's white, so it's not mega important, but what the fuck does this thing do? And I'm wowed it. It's like, oh yeah, you need to take this to blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh shit, no way, I just discovered something completely random. Loads that are on it, whereas I've seen people spamming guild chat who've had the same item drop. And they're like, what the fuck is this thing? And that's as far as they're going to go with it. And it's like, no, I just don't like this.
I'll tell you what, I agree with what Simon's just said in the chat then. I don't like the way that rep is gained in WoD. That is it. I can't say much about it. I don't want to farm rare mobs for an item to get... Do you know what I prefer? And I know why they've stopped it is because it was too, I will say, easy to do.
I know what you're going to say.
Tabards.
Yeah, Tabards was a brilliant system.
Tabards was the best system in game for
because it
rep.
gave you a choice. You had a place to go to get rep if you wanted to do that, or you could do dungeons. Your choice.
Exactly. But the thing is, it's like, well, I think, this isn't just the rep thing. Blizzard are trying to separate tasks, separate the try. It's like
you've got to focus on one thing at a time.
Exactly. It's like spreading butter too thinly on a slice of rep.
Well, at the same time, though, rep is practically worthless.
I know.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what Blizzard's done. It's like, it's there. You don't need a system or anything. It's not like it used to be where rep gave you like an epic item or something like that. I think most of them at Revered give you everything besides a tabard.
Yeah.
If you want the follower, you need Revered. But anything past that, it's totally optional to do. But you don't need to do it. It's not going to give you anything mega to do it. It's just a thing you can go and do if you want to do that. If you're into reps, they're there to go and get it. But I like that system as well. Revered is everything. I've got exalted with one faction. It was the Steam Weedle guys.
Right.
And I got that purely from just waiting for the raid invite. So I had like half an hour before the raid started. What are you going to do in half an hour? You can't do a dungeon, can't do much of else. So I just go down to Negrand and I just do the fucking, which, you know, people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah's up, Dekaru's up, something like that. Just go and kill it 500 rep a time. And I got exalted within a few days of just raiding, basically, just doing my pre-raid stuff. And it didn't matter. It was like, I didn't get anything for it. It gave me a title, I think, of some hippie title.
But yeah, that's the beauty of it is the fact that it's still our number one game, but we can still find flaws with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's got flaws.
Absolutely, but like Like for me at the minute, in my situation is I've got 3 cap characters. I just cap my hunter today, which I'm going to do both PvE and PvP with. But I've done some dungeons with him, but I've also, well, luckily, I might add, got into Ashran this afternoon. So like on one character is just purely PvE.
Never done it.
Have you never done it?
I did it on the beta to test it.
We discussed this, didn't we?
Yeah, but I've still never had time.
People
honestly
absolutely hate it, but I absolutely love it. The only thing that is annoying to some people is that you have to kill, obviously, the base boss to get the...
Like an Alterac.
Exactly, to get the treasure chest. And like one, I think it's either one a day or one a match, I don't even care. You get an epic one, which could be a lot of fucking honor, some decent PvP gear, whatever. But the thing is, imagine that, a road down the centre, 2 big arse areas either side, which are split up into 2 smaller ones where you could do the PvP aspects, the PvE aspects. It's not just fighting, there's races where there's a track with an alliance and a horde mount with an AoE zone around them.
So
the more people you have in that zone, the faster your animal goes, and they go in alternate directions.
I thought you could actually get on it and race each other.
They go in alternate directions, so when you pass each other, then you beat the shit out of each other, so that you kill them to slow theirs down, or you could frost trap them so they come out of the circle and stuff like that, and then your animal picks up. Ashran's really good if you can get into it.
I'm going to check it out.
And your goblin or your gnome workshop items work in Ashran, and it's beautiful.
Can I just put out there, I've got 1 character left to cap, and I've got to tell you, that nearly killed me, honestly. That could have ruined the game for me, was leveling all those characters recently. But I've got 1 left to do, and it's my warrior, so I'm kind of chilled on that. But every single one of my alts has a goblin workshop. My main doesn't. But every single one of my alts has a goblin workshop. And I have to say, I've never seen so much rage, beautiful ragey tears, as a mage who had heroic level raiding gear, but clearly didn't know how to use his damage meter to check how I was doing so much damage on my paladin, who was like basically all the worst parts of the Bible. His gear was just disgusting. It was like 615 barely, and I was doing it to gear up for the videos. And I was dominating him on damage, especially, I told you about one particular where he lost his fucking mind, this guy. This Frost Mage lost his mind. Because the Skyreach, that mob at the top of the stairs before the last boss of Skyreach that you just AoE, it's a free-for-all AoE. As a tank, he doesn't really do anything. So you can't cast the sticky grenades if you're getting hit. It like interrupts you so you can't cast it. But there, you could do whatever you want. And I just went... spam, spam, spam. And I was doing like 100k DPS on this fucking thing. And this guy was losing his fucking shit. He was like, how the fuck are you doing that? What the fuck is going on? He's like, I think my damage... Anybody else's damage meter bugged? Giving it all this shit. He's like, you must be using some sort of fucking trick or something like that. And he obviously didn't know how to select what spells I was using. And he was just like, is that consecration? That's fucking well overpowered. Like, giving me so much shit for it. It was really beautiful. I was like... drink it in. I have one in every single one of my... Because I'll be doing loads of 5-mans and stuff on them guys, so they've all got one. Yeah. All got one. I want to upgrade them all as well, but I fucking...
But they're all so good, the inventions and stuff. I've only got 1 up and running at the minute. No, 2, sorry, but I've not used it on my hunter yet. But on my warrior, because I've done both PvP and PvE, like I said, it works in Ashran. Like the sticky mines, like I was saying, when you're going up the main strip and you're just doing the main PvP parts, there's watchtowers and you're looking down just firing sticky grenades into the crowd, but watching like it's going tick, 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 but putting them in all different areas because like obviously if you get sticky mined, you can see the countdown above your head.
Yeah.
So you'll put it in like one end, so you don't know where they can run sort of thing. So you just go poof, 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 and then you see like a big nuclear launch detected in the middle of the flurry and stuff. It's so good. But then the other smaller inventions, like it turns your jump into a rocket jump when you land. It does AoE and stuff like that.
I haven't even upgraded them,
gotta be honest.
But I've just been cheesing with sticky grenades. I love it. Absolutely love it.
The glove that turns into like the death grip. Have you got that?
No.
It's basically a death grip, but it's a glove where a chain comes out of it, like Scorpion out of Mortal Kombat, and it's so good. There's so many different inventions.
Just for fun. I mean, all my alts are getting them. So much fucking fun. I absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm 672 now. I think on my gear is getting pretty ridiculous to do with normal content. I'm getting to that stage where it's just shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't do a 5-man on my rogue anymore. Really, it's just fucking chop everything up.
Oh, that's good as well. Have you got the rocket yet? Where you actually set up a launch pad and fly up on the rocket?
No.
It's well good.
But that's so fun.
Yeah,
this is all
exactly.
Fun stuff part of the game.
Exactly.
All
That's the
fun
beauty
stuff.
of it.
I mean, I'm in the cycle now where I'm kind of considering, and this is the things that I'm doing. This is what I'm talking about. When people's like, I've got nothing to do, I'm like, these are a million things that we're talking about here that I've got options to do. I'm kind of thinking, look, I don't need this anymore. I don't need like that and that. So what am I thinking of doing? Because it actually saves the progress of your buildings. I don't know if you know that.
What do you mean?
Like, my war mill, I deleted it because I didn't want it. I thought, well, I could just do Apex dailies already. And then I was like, actually, just having the war mill saves me 4 days of dailies, so I want it back. So I had a level 3 war mill. So I deleted it, dumped it, put something else there, and I was like, I put the stables there.
Right.
And I was loving the stables, and then I was like, that's actually 4 days of dailies I didn't think about. So I actually want to change that back. So I like changed it back to the war mill. Not only did it save the progress and instantly built up to like level 3 again, but it also saved all my work orders as complete and gave me a fucking 36 completed work orders straight away.
Really?
Yeah, it saves the progress. So what I'm thinking now is I don't know what the level 4 stuff will give. So I'm like, I don't really need that anymore. Maybe I should swap that for something like stables or the Ogre Way Station or whatever, just to level it up and get that done. Just in case in the future. Just in case in the future. It's like, well, the level 4 perk for Ogre Way Station is whatever. It's something really, really cool that I'll want, so I don't have to start from scratch.
Are they going to go up to level 4?
They will do, yeah. They're going to upgrade them and give you legendary follows and stuff. The Garrison's going to be a big feature that they're going to do. So, yeah, it was pretty fucking cool. So, it saves you, and you get the... What it does as well is because, obviously, part of having the building means that you collect the achievements to get the level 3 blueprints.
Yes.
So, that's account-wide. So once you've done that, you can instantly dunk your building straight up to fucking level 3 if you want to and get everything done. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I mean, I've been considering, like, what will a level 4 war mill possibly give? I don't know. I think, like, if the auction... I assume, like, a trading post. Have you got one? I've got 10 trading post bros, and I get 5,500 Garrison resources every few days because of all my alts.
Yeah.
I am raping the auction house. So hard. I am making about 100,000 gold a week. I'm spending it easily. Wow. Oh yeah, because whatever's on cheap, buy it all. Buy it all. So like I see people.
Have you got your goddamn thing up and running?
What?
Oh, your auctioneer bot thing?
No, I can't be fucked.
I need part for that.
Even though I'm making so much money, I can't be asked buying that stuff. That's the truth. I can't be asked buying it because I'm like, I'll get it eventually. Because every now and again I get them from dungeons, and I've got a trading post because they're not soulbound. I have a trading post on every alt, so I can abuse all their Garrison resources, because like each character's just getting loads of resources.
Yeah.
So I can like, I'll get it through dungeons and just send them to my main. I've nearly finished it, honestly. I've nearly finished it. I've only got a couple to go.
Yeah.
But I just can't be asked. But I'm just, there's a point where you've got 4,000 fireweed on your alchemist, and you're just like, today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna make some fucking money.
I'm gonna make some shit.
I'm gonna make some fucking money. And selling BOEs. I mean, I've geared out most of my alts in BOEs, but I'm just collecting so many.
I fucked up on that on one of them. I made some goggles, male goggles for my hunter.
Oh, what is with engineering? What's happened to it? What's happened to engineering?
Yeah. Well, they've done it. They've done it with nearly everything now. Do you know what?
I don't regret anything as much as engineering.
Well, no, I still like engineering for the sake of it, but I mean, all the funsies that comes from it's all superficial now. But this is what really annoys me: is whatever materials that you get from the world in this expansion are nothing, because those are basically resources that you need to create the material that you actually need, and it's the same.
That's the point. Yeah, intentionally.
Everything. I don't like it. I don't like it. I liked the variation. I mean, it was a pain in the arse, and it did. It took away the ease of it, and it did annoy me personally from some of the shit that you need that was like previous expansion content, and it'd be ridiculously overpriced in the auction house. But I like that. I don't like things that are in this circumstance to me. Okay, say like old school. You need the mats to get this. Okay, then you can spend a metric fuck ton of money to get some overpriced mats and create it. It's not a good system, don't get me wrong, but then you can create it then, depending on how far you're in a rush.
Are we talking about something like that?
Azeroth Chopper, no.
Not an Azeroth, the Chopper.
Maybe, yeah, sort of. But then in this one, it's a case of, right, so okay, so I need to do my Garrison outpost for another 4 weeks to get the material that I need to create a piece of armour. No, I don't like that, because that one singular material is now massively, just that one piece is overpriced, and you can't farm it. You can't farm it because your work order shit or your daily cooldown. Don't
Right,
like
you're talking
it.
about things like hexweave cloth and Talador crystals. The
Like
only one I
tree
think's
silver
got a
and stuff
huge
like that.
problem right now. The only profession in terms of what you're talking about, I think, is really fucked. Is jewel crafting. It is way too expensive to make a blue gem. Way too fucking
I've
expensive.
not even leveled jewel crafting yet.
Yeah, I've got a jewel crafter, and the same time I'm churning is the enchanter jewel crafter. So the same time my guy's churning out talidite crystals like nobody's business now. My jewel crafter is way behind in terms of what he can produce. Like 50, I think you need 50 crystals. That's like 4 days of stuff to make one, and you need loads of fucking sorcerer's air and all that kind of shit. The blue crystals are fucking awful.
Yeah.
Really stupidly expensive to the point where they seem to be like on the auction house way cheaper. Yeah, like Tazo's just said there, Tazago. They're so cheap on the auction house. I'm like, what's the point in jewel crafting? I'd rather have some other mug do it because it's way expensive. It costs loads of black rock ore. But at the same time though, the black rock ore, the jewel crafting tent has the best daily quest ever. It's really good. He like goes and he goes, I want 20 true iron ore, which is fuck all these days. And he gives you
It's
like,
a click of a button.
gives you 350 gold
Are you being
every
serious?
day. And I'm like,
Is that on?
you're the real MVP.
Is that the jewel crafting?
The jewel crafting dailies either craft a shit gem, which costs fuck all, craft a ring, which costs it costs you either 20 black rock ore or 20 true iron ore for the daily, and it gives you like 300 gold.
Does it still
every
work
time.
the same way? Because the only comparison basis that I've got is the inscription hut for the cards. Is there still an NPC in there that can craft the shit?
What if you don't have the profession?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone can get it, even if you've not got jewel.
Yeah, you have to put it. It comes from your garrison follower that you put it in.
Holy shit!
Like the enchanting follower gives you the best thing ever, by the way, and I'm sure you take a massive advantage of it. Is enchant illusions.
I've not got an enchanting hut yet.
Have you not got an enchant illusion on your weapons?
No.
You haven't transmogged your enchants. You.
I know of it. I've not got the bloody space for it yet.
But you can go to somebody else's and do it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can just say,
Those
hey,
twats in my guild have kept that from me!
you haven't transmogged, because this is going to be part of the next transmog competition. You better fucking believe it. Is you better have your weapons done proper.
I can walk into someone else's garrison.
Yes! As long as they've got Armin, who's your enchanting guy in the game. He's the enchanting follower, Arm. Who everybody gets anyway. But, yeah, it costs you like 5 dust per illusion. It's cost fuck all. He hasn't transferred. Where's your guy? What armor you in?
Someone's gonna fucking pay for that.
What's your character's name?
Slade Wilson. But it's got dodgy eye, you better search him for the Watchman. Sav, you're a fucking dead man. You kept that from me.
And for some reason, my every time I go to WoW Europe, it sets my home country to Germany, and I keep having to change it. Where are you? Silvermoon.
Yes.
You're the GM, right?
Yes.
I would imagine so. Slade Wilson, right? Let's have a look. Let's all be upset.
Oh, why is he not transmog my other fist?
Deary,
belt.
deary me.
That belt that I've got on
Deary
should
me.
be there.
What is this? What am I looking at here?
Basically, the only thing that's wrong with it is my belt, which is perfect for that transmog, by the way. It's a full set, I don't give a shit. And that fist whip should be that fist whip.
You don't have matching weapons.
He does, though, in the fucking game. I'm going to, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to bring it off my phone.
No.
Your
I'm
computer's
sorry.
shit.
I mean, only one of your weapons is enchanted too.
No, it
No,
isn't.
it's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Suck a dick.
2 out of 10. What do we rate this, guys? August, what have you to say? What have you to say? Pig disgusting. I have never been so sad in my life. I mean, you're supposed to be the
You play
transmog.
undead, you've got
You
absolutely no
motherfucker.
opinion
You have a
whatsoever.
Scales of Doom.
I do.
You piece of
Yeah.
shit.
How
How many
about that?
times I've killed the butcher?
Well,
Let me
how about
find
you
out.
suck my dick? Ha!
Let me find
It
out.
serves a purpose.
Why
It's
am
meant
I
to look
greyed
like
out?
Slade
That's
Wilson.
really weird.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
Why am I greyed out? I have killed the butcher.
I have killed the butcher.
4 times at normal. Apparently, never on mythic. 4 times on heroic.
It does it on the
8
app
kills
as well.
and never seen it drop. I've never even seen it drop. 8 kills in.
It does it on the app as well, look.
Oh, disgusting. Well, I could screen region.
But like,
that
no,
piece
look
of
at
shit.
like, the thing is, ignore the bells below. That armour set is fucking glorious, by the way. But look at his head. You need a direct comparison. I'm going to give it to you now. Put it on the other screen just and carry on with whatever the fuck you were doing anyway.
I was mocking your Transmog.
Don't mock it because of that.
My Transmog's awesome.
Yeah.
It doesn't show enchants, actually. It doesn't show my mongoose. You got the dagger? The butcher doesn't drop a dagger. Hey, we're not doing... I'm lucky enough to be in a guild that doesn't care about progress over the holidays. I am more than fine with that,
Same
believe
as.
me.
Same as.
Believe me, I am more than fine with being there. That is what I want. I was quite happy not to give a shit about raiding over the holidays. So good. So good. Why do you blue ball us with Transmogs? I didn't mean to blue ball you. But that's the situation. What are you doing?
I'm showing you a quality picture. That's my rogue.
No one can see that.
You can though, and that's all that matters to me.
Okay. It's just a guy with a beard.
Fuck off. It's just a guy with a beard.
It's just a guy with a beard. But yeah, you can. You should go and travel to your friend's enchant hut, man, and get your illusion on.
I'm doing that when I get home.
What are you going to put on it?
I don't know, mate. It's like a pick and mix.
People mock that apparently mongoose is overused. Fuck off.
Fuck off. It's
That's
still
what
one
I'm
of the best
saying.
enchants in
That's
game.
what I'm saying. Mongoose is overused. Yeah, for a reason.
Because
it's
well
badass. It's badass as shit. It's well good. What else? What have you got? Let me ask the question then. What have you tried? What have you illusioned your weapons as? Because all have you done. All you've done. Everybody here is not an idiot. So they've got they've got illusioned weapons. Shut up, Crocker. Shut up. What have you got? How many of you have got... Even casters have the mongoose, and you know it. Executioner? No. Landslide. Get out. Mongoose.
I want that
fiery
spirit
weapon.
enchant, if I could, but you can't do that, can you?
You can do what?
So that spirit one looks like a void on your weapons.
Yeah.
Give over. Show it me.
Anything. Mark of the Shattered Hand. Executioner's... No. Executioner's cool, but it's not the best. Illusion hidden. Yeah, you can turn your enchants off as well, by the way.
I can't wait. That will work, or if I was still using daggers on my rogue.
This is bugging me now. Like, people are slagging off mongoose. Fuck this. Let me show you. I need a demonstration, because, frankly, you're all wrong. You can be and are wrong.
If you use daggers, I hate any enchant. Like, do you want me to tell you the best example? That looks glorious.
That is fucking awesome. Look at my fucking weapons.
That looks really good.
Who doesn't want this? Are you kidding me? Right, let me show you. Let's see what you can get. Because I'm going to blow your mind now. You
are.
You ready? We've gone completely off topic.
Okay.
But yeah, your enchants need to be a part of it. Okay. I need an enchant hut. Stat. Inv, please.
Look at this guy. Your weapons suck dick.
Muramasa!
I know. You're going to get that random knob.
Oh, right. Nups is on the case. Right, so we go to Nupsy's Gary. Which is bound to be a shit heap, by the way. You better clean up.
It's hard. It's going to be a shit heap.
Your Garrison looks so fairy.
It's so fucking by the numbers,
It's such
mate.
a girl. I use Nupsy's Transmog hut so much I know where it is. It's here. Right, you go to armor. Look. Battlemaster, Agility, Berserking, Blood Draining, Crusading, Elemental
Can't
Force,
even preview them.
Executioner, Fiery Weapon, Great Spell Power, Hidden, Jade Spirit, Landslide, Life Stealing, Mending, Mongoose, Poisoned. Poisoned is cool.
Amazing.
Power Torrent, River Song, Spell Surge. What's the Void one? Oh, these are locked. What the fuck?
I think that's because you're a dick.
Why are these locked? I don't understand. And Remove Illusion. There you go.
Why
are they locked?
That the Warlord Spirit one that's like the blue void zone. Which one's that one?
I can't see that actually. I don't think it's on here. You
That's
could be
what I mean,
right.
you
could be
transmog it,
right.
mate. See, that's the one that I wanted.
You could be right because I can't see Shattered Hand on here either.
Maybe it's the old enchants that you can put on it then. Life stealing is just a purple glow, isn't it?
Yeah, some of the shit. Locked ones are shaman only. So you can't enchant then. You can't do the illusion of the new ones.
No.
That seems to be what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
But who gives a shit? Because mongoose, right?
Exactly.
You can't have the new one. I know.
If I was using one sword and if I wasn't using mongoose, is what the hell is it called now? Executioner? Is that in it?
Mm-hmm. Only the old ones. Well, that's all right because it's the best one. Thank you, Mikey. Right, that's enough of that. But yeah, that's it. How much did it cost you? Let's check.
5 dust.
Yeah, 5 dust. See? Easy. Easy.
Now I just need to pillage the guild back.
Easy as that. Oh, look at this one lonely guy, ready and waiting. That has killed me. Fucking tell you. That has killed me something fucking fierce. It really has. But there you go. So, I don't see what the fuck. I don't understand how people are bored, and it's annoying me. Because what I want to... Let me tell you why it's bugging me. Let me tell you, because it's not because a case of I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to guide the people who may be a bit lost in a direction that they'll have a good time. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we do. It's we like, you're not having a good time, but you think people are, and you don't get it. This is maybe why it's going wrong.
Going in a different direction.
This is what... Trying to point them in the right direction.
Exactly.
Maybe.
No, don't point them in any direction. Make your own path.
But these are the paths you can take.
No. No. No.
No.
No. Don't follow the path. Make your own trail. Oh. Copyright. Fuck off. That's mine.
Copyright. Copyright.
Is that? Did someone say that?
Well, exactly. People call it World of Garrisons, and that's like, you're doing it wrong, man.
Yeah, you are.
You're doing it wrong.
You are doing it
You
wrong.
don't want to raid or PvP. I'm not keen. I'm not. I have zero sympathy for anybody who has completed everything and says they're bored, because you have played way too much, and you have got your money's worth, my friend. If you have like done everything so that all that's left for you to do is like just finish the raid, then you know you've got your money's worth, right? There's never going to be an infinite amount of content for you to do. That's never going to happen under any circumstances. That's not how it's going to happen. Phil Ghost Office for you.
What?
I tell you what, Hunters. What have you leveled so far?
Rogue, warrior, and I catch my hunter this afternoon.
I've got to say, there is nothing more fun in WoD than leveling a balanced druid.
Is it shit?
No, it's fucking amazing.
Is it really
It's
good?
so
Do you know
good.
why? And this is why I'm in a different sort of player to you. I've not... My druid was the one that I used my free boost on.
Okay.
I've not played him since WoD because he's a night elf male and they run like fucking idiots.
You turn into a chicken, though.
Yeah, but I don't like being a chicken. That's why I've glyphed it for the starry thing. I don't want to be a chicken and I don't want to run like a fucking hippie.
And you're going to have a bad time. But I got to say, it's like, yeah, there's nothing better. I mean,
Is it good? Is it actually pretty
yeah,
good?
it's brilliant. It's the I mean, I can tell you now, I've leveled everything except my warrior, and I leveled my warrior on beta, so I know what that's going to be like.
Yeah.
The best leveling experience right now for me was Balanced Druid. That was heaven.
Really?
Shadow Priest was a close second, actually. A lot of people were whining about the Shadow Priest, but I actually found it super easy. I thought it was
Priest
fucking great.
is actually on my to-do list. I'm torn between 3 at the minute, and I'm not even bothered about specs apart from my paladin I'm going to level as prot, because he's going to be a tank, and I want to stay as prot. But my monk, regardless of spec, priest, regardless of spec, and druid, regardless of spec, are the next 3 that I've got.
Yeah,
my
they're
cross
kind of
setters.
the mundane middles, I would say. Did you? I assume you saw the VOD of me getting shouted at for leveling my Balanced Druid.
No.
Let's just show it because it's so quick, and it's brilliant. I love this. This is such a moment in time.
Do the run. I'm not doing the run again. You see that GIF, by the way,
What gif?
of the night elf run?
Didn't we show it on the here?
I can't remember. It was good though. Look at that face. That's beautiful.
I know the VODs. You can't. Knowing Twitch though, this is gonna fuck up. Okay, just this is how we do it as a Moonkin. Why is it so pixely?
It's because you've not even pressed play yet.
Oh right, okay. Why did it do that? I hate this.
Because that window's just gone bigger.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate everything. Just appreciate the mix of Frostwolf, Warwolf, and
Oh, you're going to have music on in the background.
it's alright. I can mute it. No, just watch. Okay, so I'm on my Frostwolf, Warwolf, right? And we're travelling. So this is where you start for, right? And you start the dotting procedure. Now, what's going on here is we were just having fun on the stream. This is how you level as a Moonkin with the Frostwolf. Now, you see the Demolisher. Did you see it then? It came into shot. There's a guy who's also trying to do the same quest as me. See who's Demolisher? You see him? So
Oh my god!
I'm doing what I'm doing, which is fucking so funny. And he's running around and he's Demolisher trying to get the mobs. It's so good. And this is how you do it. This wasn't me taking the piss out of him. I didn't even know he was there by any means. You know what I mean? I just started doing this. Wait for it. It's the best part that you'll really...
What did he put? Arsehole. Oh Oh my god!
It's the best moment
Beautiful!
ever. Ah, it's so good. To see that happen was just the best day ever.
Oh my god!
You can't
I
ask for
really
better.
want a level one now.
You can't ask for better on a stream moment than that. Because it wasn't intentional. Oh, he was just like, you fucking
You need
asshole.
to crop that and put it up. That was beautiful.
It was hilarious.
That was genius.
It was genius. It
That
was
salty bastard.
but he was there, just like in his tank. And the best part, though, is you can see he's like trying to follow it around, like, and trying to get some mobs and stuff. I'm trying to do it, but the sad part was I leveled balance so fucking fast. That was the actual sad part of it. I hammered through it completely.
Only just when I got to 97 on my third alt that I found. I knew of them, but I didn't know where
the
you buy
potions.
them potions from.
Oh, you didn't know where you played them from, and then you find out and you're like...
Just like, I was on my cap character, logged in my Garrison to get my shit on the way. And it was just literally a peripheral thing. There was just an extra NPC in my main Garrison building. And I walked past...
But this is day one.
I know. No, I've not noticed it.
It's always
on my
there.
days,
So you
but
get them at 91.
But like on mine, it's like a female dwarf or something like that. And I was on my hunter, and I was running into the main area. It might have been it was in a different location from leveling it from like 2. No, it weren't.
It's always in the same place.
Listen, but I've never noticed it. That was the thing, and I don't know what it is. I was just running back into my Garrison on my hunter. She was there, and I just went,
Who are you?
click. Oh, thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was like Mr. I'm not going to use them, but by the time I got through loads of them, I had thousands of resources on every character. So I just was like, fuck it. So I've used them like permanently now.
Yeah,
it's the dream come true. So in terms of the actual topic that we started with some 45 minutes ago, this is the thing. Like I can't. There's so much fucking going on.
That's it.
For me, it blows my mind.
No, it's exactly it. There's
It
that
blows
much
my
going
mind.
on, but don't force yourself into a direction unless it's what you want to do.
But the thing is, I don't think people know the directions.
They
That's
don't-
what I'm saying.
there
I don't
doesn't-
think people know.
There
what to do.
doesn't need to be one though. That's my interpretation of it is there doesn't need to be direction. Are you in a guild and raiding and you want to raid? Okay then, get your own resources and go and prep yourself for raiding. Do you want a PvP? Okay then, look at what it says for your garrison buildings. Craft whatever it is around it to support that and go on PvP. Do you want to be social? Just go and do fucking world events. Go and explore things. Go and get followers. Go and mine stuff. Go and get the treasures. There's endless things to do for people of every single background, and that's why I like it so much.
But you're talking like a seasoned player, is what I'm saying.
But I don't think
Not
that
a play.
I am, though.
If you've got a background that you can't possibly get away from,
No, I get that.
you
I get
can't
that.
possibly
I get
be in a situation. You're in the same situation as me, where this is what I want, and I know what to go and do if I want to do it, and how to get there.
Yeah.
I know where I want to be, and I know how to get there. And I'm fine.
Right, no, I see.
Now, if you
I see
played,
point now.
maybe not had that mindset, or maybe you joined with friends, I'm not saying that everybody who started in MOP and everybody who started in Kata, for whatever situation if you were handheld through the game for any period of time, or you had a structured environment to go and do things, then it seems like a lot of people logging in and just going, the only thing I know I have to do, if you log in and you haven't got the mindset like you, is like, I'm here, I want to get there, how do I get there, and I'll find out myself, and I'll go and do it. If you've never had that mindset where you've had to work it out or even go and find things, you log into the game right now, this is the mindset I'm seeing a lot of people, is they log in and they log into the Garrison, and what have you got in front of you? It's follow missions and your Apexis Daily. What are the worst parts about what? Your Apexis Daily is easily up there as number one, because it's fucking boring as shit.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
It's simple, but it's mindless, fill a bar up. It's terrible, right? I mean, as soon as I could drop them, I did. I banked up enough so I don't have to do them for the next 2 months or something. Fine. Easy. And other than that, it's follow missions. And I was saying to my brother, what are you doing? He's like, well, I just felt like every time the follow mission was done, I had to go back to my Garrison and do that. And it's like, wow, that's just taking you out of the game all the time.
But some people are like that. They feel like it's got to be
Yeah,
constantly
exactly.
running.
It's got to be running, or I'm missing out on stuff, and I'm doing this. And the same with people who I've seen several people who burnt out mining garrisons, and I'm like, you don't need to do that.
I don't do that anymore.
And I'm at the state. I'm lucky, but I've got so many alts now. I never need to mine again. Like I can just go to a trading post, bro. I can buy 1,000 of whatever. As soon as it's cheap, I can buy 1,000 Blackrock ore, and I'm done for the next fucking month or whatever like that. And I can easily buy more. So it's.
But I don't get this. There's got to be another reason. There's got to be another element too. The group of people that log in to do their garrison things and all their alts and log out again. Why?
That's the point, and that's why people are quitting. That's what I'm telling you.
Why did they do that though?
Because they don't know where else to go. They don't know what else there is to do. Like, me and you know what we want to do. Because every time I log into WoW, I already know what I'm going to be doing. And if I haven't got that list of things that I either need to do or want to do, I just don't log in. I'll play something else.
But here's the thing, though. If those people in that mindset, to me, are people who maybe have 1 or 2 cap characters,
I would imagine so.
then there's endless amounts of hours for things that they can do.
Yes, there is. But certainly most people log out and log in their Garrison.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, that's fine.
And what I'm saying is, when those guys log in, you know as well as I do, there is so much shit to do. There is. If you want to do it. And you don't have to do it. Really. You don't have to. Blizzard has made that pretty clear. Like we talked about reps, some people saying it's useless. Well, if you don't care about it, you don't have to do it because it doesn't actually give you anything special. But if you like reps, you like getting the list done or doing anything like that, you can go and do it. Other than that, you log in, the game tells you there's 2 things to be doing. One is the Apexes and one is the Garrison followers. And other than that, the game doesn't tell you a damn thing. WoD doesn't tell you anything to go and do. At all. But you know there's loads to do, because when you log in, you've always got something to do.
No, I get that. I get that. And I agree what you're saying. But
I
the same
like
token,
it. This is the thing.
No,
I like it. And you like it.
I like it. But to get to that point of having a Garrison, though, you must know by that point that it doesn't evolve around your Garrison.
You would hope so, but I don't think a lot of people
I don't understand anyone of, like, even people that are pre-teenagers play a game, get to that level on... So let's just put it into perspective then. Let's just say someone has just bought World of Warcraft and Warlords of Draenor, doesn't have anything. They get thrown into the game, they now get told what to do with the starter quests, and they move on.
Yeah, so in that situation, what we're saying is, just for the small for the audience, is they would probably... If you went out and bought WoW today, and WoD, you would log in, you would use a 90 boost, you would have an instant level 90. Guaranteed, they would do that. And they would start... Your game...
No, that's a good point.
Would start
that's a good point,
at the Tanaan Jungle.
Yeah,
that's where your game would start, is Tanaan Jungle.
That's a good point. But... No, actually, no buts about it. That is a good point. No, well, there is a but.
I'm sure people would have against your point. Probably a leveling goal,
yeah,
right?
It's not like a but against your point. What I'm saying is, if they do that, yes, they chances are if it's a younger person or even an older person,
any person,
yeah, they will bang. I want that level 90. But if you don't experience the game, if you don't build your foundations of any game that you play, you can't just have like cap character do it. Now teach me how to play it. That mentality, I know it exists and it exists massively.
Oh yeah.
You're still denying yourself of all that other content of other characters as well by just doing that.
Yep.
But yeah,
that
I get your
massively.
point. I see your point though.
That's what I'm trying to work out and trying to really sort of help those guys out. Because that's always been my job.
Do you want to help those guys out?
I'm trying.
Don't buy a new fucking account and boost it to 90.
Well, we said that since it was announced, right? We said that since the point is that people are doing it.
But like, I didn't take into perspective that point. What I took into it was people who played certain classes and then thought, oh, I've not got a mage. 90 mage, now I'll go and do an LFR.
And this is the second point, actually, we haven't even touched on, is that, have you been in the LFR yet?
No.
Well, that's okay, but previously, we talked heavily about the illusion that you were doing well.
That you're raid.
And that exists. The illusion existed, right? We can all agree it did. We had the illusion that things worked. LFR now is so easy that that illusion cannot exist for anybody.
Is it that easy, really?
Oh, really? It's crazy. And it's perfect, in my mind. That's what it should be. It's quite literally a graphical representation of Highmall. And nothing more. You cannot die. You cannot wipe. No, you can't. It's impossible. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. But the point is, LFR is now a complete face roll beyond all recognition. To the point where you cannot feel any sense of success in there. And I think that has really hurt a lot of the real people who lived in that illusion.
Does it reflect that in the items that you get from LFR?
You get items, but it's almost to the point in LFR right now that it doesn't matter what it gives you because there is definitely zero sense of reward. And there is zero sense that you did anything to achieve it.
You can get 8 stacks of fire.
Well, the butcher can't kill you with cleave. It resets itself before it can ever possibly damage you. You don't pick up flamethrowers on Bracken Spore. The things kill itself.
The people in the Watchmen going to LFR with the only purpose of trying to die. Oh my God!
Absolutely. But that was what we asked for our old school players. And for me particularly, because I was hoping that, in my mind, it was like, people are convinced they're doing well here and never feel the need to go and raid. Blizzard answered the question by making LFR a complete block of health that you just DPS down, and making raiding, and I said this, as easy as possible. Completely flexible. I enjoyed it, and I know so many of you guys did as well, if you weren't in guilds that were like pushing hardcore, is that we put a heroic raid together. Who's coming? And that was all that needed to be asked. Who's up for heroic? We didn't have to have 5 healers and 2 tanks and fucking... Well, we had to have 2 tanks, but you get the idea. You didn't need the 2 main tanks. We can't do it. We've only got 4 healers. We didn't need any of that. It was like, who's up for a heroic? And it was like, whoever you fuck wants to come, as long as we have over 10, we can go and do it. And the same with normal. It's as easy as it could ever possibly be to get into raiding. But people are giving up before they get there because they're stuck there. They are feeling like their garrison's a prison. And what I'm hoping to do with this is not... It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect many people here. But what we're hoping to do is is to say, this is how you push yourself out of that. Because previously, the issue was... This isn't an issue that didn't exist. For me, from somebody who was trying to create content to help these guys, previously it was the circle jerk guilds. And I worked really hard over MOP. Many of you were in that situation and broke out of it. I mean, I know, because BlizzCon people were coming up to me all the time and saying, dude, I was stuck in a circle jerk and you got me out of there. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That's what I want to see. And now it's not circle jerk guilds, because they don't exist anymore. Now it's like guilds who particularly don't seem to want to invite. I think this is a big issue as well. They're quite happy with their 10 members. Despite the fact you can have up to 30 in your raid. You're never going to do Mythic with 10, obviously. But they don't want to invite new people because this is our 10. And if one doesn't show up, we won't raid. And it's like, that mentality doesn't exist anymore. No. You need to change that right fucking quick smart, because that doesn't exist. You should have fucking 30 people. And if one doesn't show up, it don't fucking matter. You still go. So I'm trying to get that to change. But the new issue that's created is people who are like, I don't know why I'm playing. And this is where it came down to what I said. It's like, you exist in the world. You exist in the world, but you're not a part of the world in any way. And that's why my brother left. He's like, I know this stuff's going on around me. But I'm not a part of it.
Do you not feel that's lazy,
though? Laziness is one of the things I'm always fighting. I mean, I've been openly quite rude to some people who've whispered me in game, like, Preacher, I've done everything you've told me, and I can't find a guild. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Let me see what I can do. So I was like, what realm are you on? And I was like, okay, so which guilds did you apply to? And they instantly stopped replying to me, like, I applied to blah, 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 top guild on the server. But they have no progress. This is a person who's, like, limited progress. I applied to the guild that's already got Mythic down, which is like barely anybody in the world. I'm like, well, why did you do that? Who else did you apply to then? Nobody. I was like, well, there's 50 guilds on your realm and you've not applied to any of those guys. Don't come to me unless you've really, you've done some effort. And in about 2 minutes, I found them 6 guilds to apply to that are at an appropriate level. Yes, they're going to do that, but people are lazy. And that's okay. I mean, people are lazy. It's a game after all. In some, it is a game. But if I can just give them some advice to do that, pretty good. I hope so, anyway. That's my aim, anyway. Should we take a break and do some drama? Yeah. I don't think this is an ongoing question, and I'll probably work on it in the background.
I could go on with this topic.
It's a difficult one. It's one of the biggest conundrums I've got this expansion to hopefully try and fix. Blizzard's probably going to put some structure in next patch, I would imagine. The 6.1. There'll probably be something there, something like that.
You know what it is? Be fucking proactive. That is it.
Difficult for a lot of people to do.
I know it is, but that's lazy bastards. Be proactive.
Right, let's take a quick break, guys, and then we'll rock on with some drama. Back in a minute.